Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra Ex-Shia. Come to help the Muslims, as I'm repeating myself. I hope you all understand why I'm here. To help the Muslims and make it easy for them to decide. See, I hope, I hope to make it easy. And I hope I've made it easy for the Muslims, Muslim believers, to decide for themselves and leave Islam, seeing the contradictions and all the problems in the Quran ayats first, and then, if needed, the tafsirs. This is not a debate, it's a discussion, and we go discovering the other ayats or the same ayats in the light of other ayats that I find, right? Or on one point, then on another point, coming on live streams like this, slowly, and gradually helping you to see. Because in a debate, what happens, even in discussions, I won't be able to show like I want to show here, and then you decide. I could stray from the topic, not remember, as my condition is like this. Memory is terrible, as you have seen in my previous live streams. Slip of the tongue, things like that. So due to these problems, I've taken this course. It's different from the others, and that's why maybe, and also, like, I have few followers, right? It's different. So if you care to see, then only if the Muslims cooperate. There's no force on you, there's no punishment, there's no fear. There should be no fear, first of all. Please cast out all fears, resting in yourselves. Find that beautiful, restful, that you are peace, right? As I hope you find out that you are peace. So rest in that peace, divine peace given by God to you, if you are a believer. We are not in a hurry, get up, go to work, this, that, or you have a project due, right? And any mistakes I make, I will try to correct them. Another thing is the person who came last night, I was on guard, on my guard, so he was asking me what ayats have perhaps, and I couldn't get him properly. I was saying like these ayats starting from Surah Sajda, but actually I was on this ayat, right? The will of God and the grace, and you striving hard, and it was so confusing. I was just showing you what is so confusing, and I hadn't found an answer for it. So if the Muslims go to those ayats, they'll say, yes, strive hard so that God would give us His grace, right? And so I couldn't find an answer for this. So now I've come this way, and it's made clear to me. Let me know if it will be clear to you, right? So, like the ex-Muslims have said that the will of God, of Allah, should not be in the will of humans. I've shown you how Allah's will is corrupted, Allah has stopped His will, limited His will where He's limited His will. Now, this way coming, where is it? Where did I start? Right? To show you, since you would say the will of Allah, okay, so I myself, like, I was like, no, but Allah said in the Quran, those who will to go astray, then He wills them to go astray. After many years, I've corrected myself. You see how slow I've been? That the will of Allah should not be in the will of human beings who want to go astray. who want to go astray. So the will of Allah should be separate from the will of human beings. Do you get that? And that's why even ex-Muslim, I think, Ahmad, showing us. So the Christians, for example, from the Bible verse, "Oh Father, take away this cup of sufferance from me, but not what I will, what you will." So I was searching here, right? Maybe that's why Jesus' picture came last night, telling me. But it's like in a cloud, he's coming down and there's blood raining. So here, "Father, take this cup of sufferance away from me." Now, I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in this. And, I'm still wondering about another matter here. Matthew 26, verse 39. "If it is possible," says Jesus to his Father, God, "if it is possible." Why is it not possible when all things are possible in God? I mean, being a believer in Jesus Christ, the Son of God and God Himself, says, if it is possible. So forget this for now. So I'm not a Christian, please. But the Quran ayats also say that go to the previous scriptures and go to them if you are in doubt. So here I've come, and if you hear a Christian saying the will of God, it should not be like this, like the ex-Muslims who are not even Christians have been saying. And if you are a believer Muslim, now hope you don't get confused. The will of God should not be the same as it's separate. It should be separate from human beings' will. Get it? So, okay. Luke 22, verse 42. He said, "Father, if it's your will, take this cup of sufferance." Oh, sorry, my the old translation I'm doing that I have known. "Take this cup of suffering away from me. However, not my will." Even the Son of God, God on earth is saying, in flesh and bones, is saying that not my will, but your will must be done. So how do I know? The old translation I got it from the Bible is that I had in my hands. "Father, take this cup of sufferance away from me. However, not what I will, but what you will. Your will be done." Right? Also this. So, now is it clear to the Muslim believers, whoever will come here or is here, right? So this will help now. Hope it helps. I'm hoping it will help. That, we say that, oh, this one I was having like cognitive dissonance, and even when hearing from the ex-Muslims, I didn't agree to them. No, because they will, that's why Allah wills. But now you see how corrupted Allah's will is at times. And He has corrupted His will by saying here, so it should be do God's will, don't do your will. Like when, I thought, oh, I submit my will to Allah. But now you see that that's not the way to say it. I submit myself to Allah, but not my will. Not submitting to Allah's will, because Allah's will is corrupted. Then what? Then very clear, right? Very clear. It becomes, if I can find where I started. It shouldn't be Allah's will that they go astray, but their will. Corruption of Allah's will with human beings' will. Right? Here. Surah 16 at 93. "And if had willed Allah, surely He could have made you a nation one." but he lets go astray whom he wills. And he, but he but he lets go astray whom he wills. I've underlined it. This should not be there. Do you, hope you get it like I have got it now. Oh, after so long going around and around, no, disagreeing with the ex-Muslims even on this. No, but the Muslim believers, we will say. And also will of Allah, it's His will, because by the permission of Allah, like, they can't do anything without Allah. They don't realize that each and every strength in them, that, the ounce of strength they have is from Allah, right? The power is from Allah. But now I've worked it out, figured it out. No, even then, even if the human beings will stubbornly to go astray, Allah should not say He lets go astray whom He wills. That means His will is involved in that, and then His will is corrupted. He should say, my will be done, not theirs. This separation should be there. They will to do evil. So I will them to do evil? No. They will to do evil. I will that they do good. So leave your will and submit to God's will. So that would come in Christianity and probably in the Jewish religions. Judaism, right? But I haven't checked on Judaism. Here we can see that Jesus' Father's will is separate from His will also. So the human being in flesh and bones will, or even in the soul. I don't know. So I don't want to. I hope I'm not complicating it for you. Very easy. God's will should not be. Okay, maybe it's not enough. Even if that's human beings, God has given them free will. Christians say, right? So when that will, it's like giving you. The energy is here. So it's like God says, right? The evil of what I created. So you can use this energy for good or for bad, according to your knowledge, willpower, all this. Willing to use it or intending to use it in a bad way or in a good way. It's up to your will, but your will is not God's will when on this case, right? Get it now? Is it clear? Luke, see, never, I don't think in the Bible ever God has said that they do evil, and I will them to do evil. If it was like this, then there would be a contradiction on this in the Bible, between Bible verses, meaning. Has God of the Bible said, woe unto those that call evil good and good evil, this is my will also. I willed. They willed to go astray. I willed them. Meaning, without, okay, here, like the way we've been taught, the Muslims, that Allah, since they can't do anything without Allah's will, So Allah is saying that my will is in it, that they go astray. Something drastically wrong here. No. Uh-huh. So he made darkness. Surya Anam Ayat 1. So this Allah, like being the creator, saying I created this, I created that. Just say I created neutral energy that's neutral, but it's in your hands. It's how you, or how you, and I've given you the willpower. I've given you the free will. Like that's free will, right? That's like will that is doesn't have any force in it. So I have given you that will, free will, like that energy. I have neutral energy. Now you use it. You, through your will, use it for good or for bad. So it should not be Allah's will, even then. So, how shall I say? But He lets go astray whom He wills. He wills. So many, many such things against. I think this person had something against Allah also, the true Allah, or he was very extremely ignorant. And I heard, I've read, I'm not sure, that Buddha has said the root of all evil is ignorance. Not pride or arrogance. That all is the symptom. Those are just the side effects. The root of all evil, I think, is ignorance. I don't think, I shouldn't think. I mean, I've contemplated and maybe thinking and the mind time, so I've tried to go above that or through that and see what is beyond that, and from there see, and then come to a judgment from the absolute. So, since I couldn't explain last night, I hope that person, the Muslim brother who came here, asked me, in what are you confused? Which ayats? And maybe I couldn't answer him properly, but now there were ayats in Surah Ankabut that I found, and I couldn't go to them because there were people who came here distracting me and all this. I enjoy exposing them, and then what they're going to say, and repeat, and then catch them, like exposing their evil inside, the dirt, and see how far they go. And so I want to, I hope the government of Pakistan, India, they find something, so that to expose them and then to get them, now go for them, right? I love that, doing that. So now that I've a lot, I hope that it's very helpful. The root is gone of Islam, right? Getting to the roots, coming here, and now these are like, the branches and the end, showing you in this way, another way. So now I can expose these people, dirty people. Love doing that, and now concentrate more on the welfare, humanitarian works. So I'm not that anxious, please don't disturb me, please don't. Now I can do what I love doing, is that when I can't, Ram, soft-hearted, um, forgiving them, but, giving them a hard time, like the scammer thing, channel I showed you on YouTube, how he tortures these scammers. Very good. But also take action proper, like other than this. So now it's fun for me. And I'm not so anxious to go back to the topic. Because remember, my channel is also for bettering the world, to see a better world, and for your highest good, right? Like Shakti Gwain puts it, when you pray, may this be so for my highest good, for the highest good of all concerned. This or something better would happen, take place, for the highest good of all concerned. And each and every individual too. So don't forget that. Please, if you are authorities concerned, if you are in power, you have that capabilities and authority, please take proper action against these people. Now, back here. If it had been our will, we could certainly have given every soul its true guidance. Now, do you understand this? That you won't give me now, right? Other reasons that it's the Mashiach of Allah, or He wants us to strive hard, so that that through striving hard. Now you understand this more. Surah 32, Ayat 13, this part, but the words and this part too. So His will over His words, or His words over His will, actually here, right? So had Allah applied His will, no, but here you take the Christian thing. You would take the Christian Bible, Allah. You see, and why you shouldn't take that or something like this, we have to strive hard so that Allah will distinguish between the true believers and the hypocrites, false believers, and what else is there? Or those who go by the command of Allah, fighting against their nafs, and give them for striving in the way of Allah with their nafs, with their souls, blinded, unguided, right? He has left your souls blinded and ignorant, jahil. You get, we're going to get the Fadl Azim, the grace of God, by striving in the way of Allah. Striving in the way of Allah. Muslim would say, right? So Allah may show who truly believes, but in the end, who will get His fadl, His grace. With the blind soul, ignorant soul, Allah has not given guidance to it. Had He given guidance to it, we wouldn't even need messengers and all this so much. We might need some men who have realized, and the world has not pulled us, or if the world has pulled us away from the guidance given in our souls, then they would just give us a nudge. Like Khalil Gibran says, right? No one can teach you what is not in you, right? On teaching, on knowledge or on teaching, Khalil Gibran. Poetry Foundation, thank you, .org. Then speak, man can reveal. No man can reveal to you aught but that which already lies half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. So the knowledge should be in you and it should be awakened. No man, I would say no man should reveal what is outside of you. Then Allah says, like, look inside again. There's another ayat, whether I found it in Surah Ankabut or Surah Rum, 30th Surah. So you see this very confusing that I couldn't find that ayat again in Surah 30, Surah Rum, yes. Again he says, remember the previous live streams, Surah Zariyat, in yourselves search, right? Do they not contemplate within themselves? Here it is, thank God. I found it. Surah 30, ayat 8. Again, God says here in Surah Rum, ayat 8, do they not contemplate within themselves? Allah has not created the heavens and the earth and what is between them except in truth. All this should be within yourselves to contemplate on. Is it? Or only in what you read in the Quran? So the signs, all this should be with Allah has not created the heavens. So it should be within yourself how Allah has created the heavens. It should be within yourselves and the earth Allah has created. It should be within yourself that your being or your soul, nafsehi or nafs, anfusikum or anfusihim, themselves, your being, right? It should be within yourselves. And now this has come to just guide you within yourself. It should have come to guide you what is within yourselves. So many now, right? Do they not contemplate within themselves? So I've been contemplating, yatafakkara, fikr, from fikr. Do they not think? Fikr would be what now? Use your thinking, use your mind, intellect. Very confusing. Do they not contemplate? Use your mind to to go within your ponder using your mind. What would you use to within yourselves? Contemplate. Okay, we've come to this ayat which I couldn't come to last night and show you in detail, show you, not tell you as I say by mistake here. Do not they ponder within themselves? Remember that Surah Zariyat ayat 21, I think. So now this one also. And within yourselves now the nafs, Surah Sajdah. How can you ponder within yourselves? So even if you use your akal and pondering if this means the soul or the being, how can you ponder within yourselves how He has created the heavens? Like, focus on this ayat now, right? Surah Rum ayat 8. Now we go to Surah Zariyat, ayat 21. And in yourselves, anfusikum, then will not you see. Now here, Allah says seeing. Notice, noteworthy. Basir, yani you have the seeing, to see within yourselves. The ayats, the signs of Allah. And yet He says, this is also seeing. I hope I get it, properly cover everything. although I haven't been able to do notes on this. And in yourselves, then will you not see? Now here it's not pondering also this problem, right? Pondering, how do you do fikr? How do you do fikr? When you're doing fikr, you think you're doing it from the mind, right? It's contemplating. So many problems here. Now, back to Surah 30 at 8. Do not they ponder. Now, here it's not seeing, huh? Here it's pondering, it's contemplating. Fikr. Whatever fikr contains, you can find out what it means in Islam, fikr. Within themselves, their beings or their souls, not Allah has created. Okay. So you need to know that Allah has created this within yourself, shouldn't you? And then come to the next step, that not Allah has created the heavens and the earth and what is in between them, except in truth. So when Mansur al-Hallaj, oh now I'm going to Mansur al-Hallaj, making it difficult, sorry, said, Ana al-Haq. So he must have seen all this within themselves, within himself. But even Imam Mahdi went against him when he hadn't gone in occultation, the 12th Imam of the 12 Shias. No, you cannot be Ana al-Haq because you have to go to Haq or God or whatever it is through us. Through us, Ahlul Bayt have said, the Imams of the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. Right? First you need to know that Allah created. Okay? And okay, even if you don't know that if in yourselves, at least know this, right? That Allah created the heavens and the earth and what is between them in truth. And for a term appointed, and indeed of many, the people in the meeting with their Lord surely are disbelievers. Surely are disbelievers. Anfusihim, in your being. Does this mean soul and being? And anfusikum means your souls only. Does this mean yourselves? The self, what is the self? And what is the soul? So all these problems, all these questions coming up, and I didn't have proper answers to it. Even reading the Shia belief. So if He has given you haqq to contemplate on in yourselves, you find how, I mean, not how, but why the earth, heavens and the earth and what is between them were created, and it's that they were created on haqq. Then what do you need, right? That's all you need to do. Contemplate. Once you find it, that's it. You're it. You cannot do something that you can't see, right? Blindly. That's like some sickness has come up, addiction, or some addiction is still there. And then you need to do some work to remove those conditionings and all that has brought about the sickness in you. And the madness, they say that repeating something without knowing, or knowing that it's going to harm you. Like I have a bad habit, let's say 10 cups of tea a day, 20 cups of tea a day. That's just too much, right? it's going to harm me. Anything done in excess will harm you. Maybe praying would not. Maybe loving would not. The more you love, the more you. That's wonderful. No, no. Not anything, but some things done in excess would be harmful. Loving doesn't spoil anyone. If it's true love, you know what true love is, and you love your child, you don't spoil your child by loving them too much. Love is the greatest. And love never harms anyone. Even too much of it would not harm. Yeah, so let's get that straight. So, you know love. You know what true love is? You're on the right path. Finish. I don't have to talk to you. I tell you, do this, don't do this, this will cause harm to you, this, that. Pray God. God will come Himself to you. Finish everything. Mantras you don't need. That's what I believed in. But reason why I have to talk to you here so much is because I have to get you out of this evil, this ignorance, this terribly exploited religion, like the exploited Allah, true God, truth, exploited, justice exploited. Please, many will be suffering. They won't get justice and they're waiting for Imam Mahdi, Shias. Muslims won't get justice. You know, only one of them will go. The school of thought, Islamic school of thought, Prophet Muhammad. They've got a hadith, Sunnis. I don't know if they want to take it or not take it, but they've got a hadith. Okay? Whether it's weak, strong, or whatever, they've got a hadith. Some might take it. The other thing is, in only seeing the Quran ayats, you might have to strive, and you're like, okay, the struggle, and God may give you this grace. I mean, what did we say in Urdu in Pakistan? ढूंढने से तो अल्लाह भी मिल जाता है, right? In searching, you even get Allah. You find Allah. Meeting with the Lord, why not meet your Lord today? You should meet your Lord today, at this moment. The moment you realize this haqq, you should meet your Lord. Don't wait for the year after, the future. You see, love, someone has written that, ambition, avarice, look to the ambition. What looks to the past? And avarice. I think this is a really good, it has truth in it. Love to the present, which is a gift. That's why it's called the present, right? In English. Very good word. Look at the word. The present means here and now, right? And the English people have used this. It also means a gift. Gift, right? Gratitude looks to the past. When you thank someone, it's already done the deed. They've already done it. Gratitude looks to the past. And love to the present. Always, it's a gift. And the present is a gift. The moment, being in the moment. When I was doing these books, reading them in 1988, 89, end of 1988, 89, those books were always, whatever you're doing here, be present. Doesn't matter. Just practice. Like, okay, I'm smoking. Just be in the present, what you're doing. Automatically, naturally, one day, what happens is what happened to me, maybe due to this, reading those Western books, it helped me. I, I came to the present so much that I could leave my teacher now, that I couldn't even dream of leaving. Either I die or she comes back. I couldn't leave her. I didn't have that to leave her. I was always working for her to come back, dreaming, running after her, and she's running away from me. It became an obsession, so unhealthy. So being in the present, then I was like making tea, be in the present, be here. And a little bit of the yoga that Professor Moez helped me sit for a few 10 minutes and just be present with concentrate on one sound in the environment or somewhere. And one pointed, I have to put my foot up and put my arm up and, look at the point one pointed for some time. As long as I can, look at that spot. Put my arm in front, hand, look at one spot, put your one leg up, all these exercises I had to do. So slowly, what happened is I came to such a present that the past is gone. No worries, no looking forward to no anxiety about the future. I was like, I've left her. I can see my future without the teacher I adored. And no regrets from the past, no guilt coming, no shame coming. All gone. Empty. Lust, avarice, lust, and ambition look ahead to the future. Okay, it's good to be ambitious, but through here, you drop. So if you don't, if you fail, you've worked hard to be a good human being, and if you fail, for the future plans, your future plans fail, it won't hurt you that much. Leave the result to God. Do your best, they say. Leave the rest to God. You can't control the future. Love, present. So this, thank you. Who wrote this? Sorry. Been interest, thank you. C.S. Lewis. So when I didn't say thank you to my friends, I just felt it so much. I don't know. I'm not boasting about myself. My friend had to say, why do you not say thank you? You say thank you. Okay, I was like, when the moment I say thank you, the feeling is gone, and I felt like an imposter. But when you hold it, when it's there inside of you, words unspoken, to people who have done good to you, I wouldn't even give them prayers. And people would think, oh, maybe I'm so ungrateful. But I told my friend, there's something I feel inside that I feel thank you is not enough for that. But anyways, thank you for reminding me. It's gorgeous. It's good to let the other person know that thank you for coming to my house, coming all the way and bringing this friend of yours, Miss Desa's other neighbor's daughter, who was very good to me, made me sit in her house and say, why don't you love me? Love me. That's My aunt reminded me, I have forgotten about that. So her daughter came. My other Christian friend brought her. And I was so wondering, like thinking, oh, I was just before that thinking, if only Miss Desa would come through that door. Or, lots of times I've imagined and wished and God would bring Miss Desa. But God brought two neighbors of hers to me. One was my friend already, now we had become friends. Oh my God, I was like, Mrs. Rodriguez's daughter has come to my house. Miss Disa was closer to this neighbor, Mrs. Rodriguez. And one of Mrs. Rodriguez's daughter was Miss Disa's godchild. Okay. Oh, but Miss Disa never came. Anyways, do they not contemplate within themselves? Allah has not created the heavens and the earth and what is between them except in truth and for a specified term. So we all die, but created the heavens and the earth and what is between them. Can you see that God has created the heavens? Not just this, that everything dies here for a specified term is here. Maybe everything changes here, and death is like another way of becoming something else. Like Rumi has said, once I was a vegetable. What was I? A vegetable, then I became an animal, and then I became a human being. Like that. There are stages, and you never die. Even disbelievers, whether you believe in it or not, it is the truth. You never die. You change. You go to dust. Now you've become dust. You're not a human being anymore, but you've changed. That's not death. That's, they say, the Hindus, that in one grain of sand, there are universes. And when I read this, when I found this out from a guru, Indian Hindu, online, I was like, looking at the sand, oh, universes or universe? I can't even see anything. So not only this, that he created the heavens, to see the heavens that he has created in yourselves, to see it or to contemplate, then you would understand it through the mind or see it. Oops, this was just, now what I will do is for the video, I'll increase the volume, I'll decrease the volume. Okay. Now you see this, oops, it slipped, but not as often as it does. I'm going to try to my mic, sorry, I'm trying to fix my mic. Okay. Let's take a 3:30 at 9. Have they not traveled through the earth and observe? Now God says observe. Here God says observe. How was the end of those before them? So when I was reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, here God says observe, there God says fikr, contemplate with the mind to see. Then this is observe, or what is this now? Observe. Fayanzar. Yanzura. Fa. So observe. It's not and, right? Fa in Arabic means so. Observe. Oh God. Now here it means observe. So he could have said, observe in yourselves, but he's saying, contemplate. Oh, so, yeah, like some people come and say, oh, you judge us, and then you say, don't, we shouldn't judge. No, there's a time for judgment, there's a time for observation, there's a time for contemplation, there's a time for reckoning. But have you just taken the time to observe first without judgment to get the true meaning? You know, Prophet Muhammad also prayed like this: Oh Allah, not that, oh Allah, I don't know you as you are, but oh Allah, show me things. Show me, how would you see things? Show me things as they are, the truth of everything. As so, in this, what do you need? Jiddu Krishnamurti will tell you, show you what you need, and very consistently. Consistent. Not somewhere saying, can't you use your mind? We will say, okay, shall we use what is the mind? What shall we use the mind? See what the mind is. Oh Allah, show me things as they are. Prophet Muhammad. Seeing things as they are, right? Sadaf space, thank you. Oh Allah, show me the reality of all things as it really is. So here comes the isness. Like Jiddu Krishnamurti has said, so what is? What is? And he's very consistent. You will not get Jiddu Krishnamurti. What is? On what is? No. Oh, this j.krishnamurti.org. See this? What is? The way you perceive is what you are. So, what really is? The way we perceive is what we really are. The way we want to hear things, we hear what we want to hear, right? Even the other person, when he's saying something, we don't get what the other person is saying to us, how he wants to be heard, but we hear what we want to hear from them, or what we want to hear from the Guru or God. Like, let's say we ask, God answers us, God answer us, give me a sign. But we're seeing it the way we want to see it. So, how to neutralize what to do to see what actually is. Righteousness is in purely looking, which is attention. Purely looking now. So, you must start with purely looking. And then some people have come here blaming me. Oh, now you're judging me. Which is attention. Start from this, right? And this is such consistency is in Jiddu Krishnamurti's teachings, showings, not teachings. What do I call this? This is one of a kind ever. Looking, which is attention without the distortion of measure and idea. Amazing. What is Jiddu Krishna? I mean, he says, don't pay attention to the speaker or who I am. See what I'm saying. This is what Imam Ali also said in Najul Balagha. Don't see who is saying, see what he is saying. When you want knowledge, you know. You see this? So you will not get confused here. Please choose Jiddu Krishnamurti. If you want an alternative now, like I was there, the question arose, what alternative should we take after leaving Islam? Because, you know, some are depressed and all this. That day I was saying just being in this depression, not taking an alternative, not trying to find one. What next now? I'm depressed. not filling up, just be empty or be depressed, right? Don't be afraid. Accept it. Accept what condition you are in. Don't take a substitute. But I would recommend that you read Jiddu Krishnamurti. And I didn't say it there. I didn't comment. See, that's why I don't go for discussions or interviews on live streams, because I won't be able to do justice like I'm doing here. At least a little bit, not complete, fully, hoping to help the Muslims. And then stumbling upon the ayahs like this, I won't be able to do when someone is questioning me and I'm answering them, and there's certain, then what about this? I won't be able to even answer them. If someone comes here now and says, why did you leave Islam? Islam is the truth. Now, can I tell them all this step by step that I've been going through? No. Can I show them in that again and again here? I can't answer them, right? This is my problem. This is my problem, right? So, go back. Oh, sorry, I closed. Now oh my goodness. Do they not contemplate within themselves, in the beings, Allah has not created the heavens? So you need to know that Allah has created the heavens, right? You'll find that. That's what Allah is assuming. You'll find it. That Allah created the heavens and the earth and what is between them except in truth also. And for us specified. Even the heavens Allah has created. So what is the tafsir on this? What would the tafsir on this be? That even the heavens will be destroyed save the face of Allah should be. Like the tafsir on this, Surah Rahman ayat, what I was searching, right? Surah Rahman ayat 26. Everything will be destroyed. Surah Rahman ayat Surah 55, ayat 26. I was reading the tafsir. Now you see here, like for example, here we're told Allah is in everything. But they translate it in a different manner. Please, Arabs, let me know. Can you translate it like this? The ayat asks him, whoever is in the heavens and the earth, he's asked, right? Asks him, whoever is in the heavens and in the earth. When the heavens and the earth are in you and you see it and you contemplate that, even like you can contemplate and understand that wouldn't that mean that you inside of you is everything, the universe is, like Imam Ali has said, you think you are a small body whereas the whole universe is in you, or the universes are in you, or what? Worlds are in you. So many such confusions in Islam I found as a Shia also, and the answer to my questions were not coming. Asks him, whoever is in the heavens and the earth, every day he is in a matter. We saw that Allah is in the earth and in the heavens, or in the heavens and in the earth. Now we see this also, that Allah is in every matter. Should it be written like this? Or engaged in a matter? Engaged with you, engaged with as human beings and all. Not in a matter, and it's a matter. Not even, so, okay, it means in a matter, meaning the matter is about you, plural. Doesn't mean singular. Shani. Wait a minute. So are these translations right in English? Of him seeks every creature in the heavens and on earth. Every day in splendor doth he shine. Yusuf Ali's new splendor is this. I used to take it, oh my God, take this translation and say, oh my God, this is such a great verse. Every day in new splendor doth he shine. Allah shines every day in a new splendor. This means bid'ah, going to Imam Ali Raza or Al-Qafi. In Al-Qafi, what Imam has said about worshipping God, the best way to worship God is through bid'ah, innovation, that the Sunnis blame the Shias for in other things, but the best worship or something like this in Al-Kafi Imam has put, right? I can't show you that right now. But if you don't believe me, you can search it out. Searching Al-Kafi Imam, it's not that organized. You'll have to read many things. Maybe Imam Jafar Sadiq had the time to say this. Maybe they stole it from the Greeks or something. Now they understand more than Prophet Muhammad. Or the Romans. Greeks mostly, I think. Yeah, even Romans. So, and so in every, and here it's put, I've even brought this ayat right here in my notes. Surah 10, ayat 61, O Prophet, whatever you may be engaged in, whether you recite any portion of the Quran or whatever else all of you are doing, whatever you may be engaged in, Shaneen, the same word, but pronounced in a little different, Sha, like that. Remember, I've shown you this previously, again coming to this ayat, takunu. So you are engaged in. You see, your translators don't know how to put this ayat. Surah 55 ayat 29. Whoever is within the heavens and the earth asks him. So for dua, for providing their needs, every day, even Allah is engaged. But how the ayat is put, Allah is in a matter. Is in a matter, right? I.e., now they have to put in brackets, bringing about a matter. You see, your Allah, okay, engaging with you, He is in a matter here. Then He says that matter is not important, but that what is important is Him, and His face will last forever. Everything, even the heavens, will be destroyed. So within the heavens also, ask Him. My goodness. Oh, it's quite confusing. Oh, please help me. Oh, goodness. Do you see how ridiculous this is? Or within the heavens. You know, heavens should be your desires fulfilled. You feel you should, and Allah should have no future or no like every other next. He's involved in a matter every day. Every day He's involved in a matter. Okay, He's your buddy, He's involved, He's engaged with you. He's engaged with everything which is within the heavens and the earth asking Him. Okay, within the heavens, thank God, heavens are not asking Him, but whatever is within, the angels are also asking Him. What are they? Oh, the angels are asking Him for forgiveness of human beings going around the. Okay, that I understand, okay? But you know, this Allah is not in time, and the timeless future is full. He knows about the. So your future, everything, you've got it. For Him, there's no past. For you, there is. Even then, He should sit and rest now. There's no. He's fulfilled everything. Why should He be involved in it? Huh? The system He has given you, right? Like the Shias say, He's beyond existence. Now, what is working here, He doesn't have to work in it. So you do this, you will get this. There's another thing He has created, this machine, like example, that is giving you everything that you know, it's involved with you. That machine is listening to your prayers and the angels' prayers. He's beyond time and space. He's beyond even existence, the Shias. How come Allah's put it this way? Every day is in, He is in a matter. That shows Allah is in a matter, my goodness. For God's sakes. A Shia, I would like, what? He doesn't need to engage, even if you put engage here. He's engaged in a matter. Like this. The same kind of phrase in Surah 10, 961 about Prophet. Whatever you may be engaged in. Right? Fi shan. Takun. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is what wama, whatever. Takun. Let me see this. 1061. Surah 1061. Surah 1061. No. No, let me see this in Quran.com. Thank you. And not you are in. Oh, you are taqoon. Wama taqoon. Fi, in any situation. And not you recite of it from the Quran. And not you do any deed except we are over you witnesses. We are over you witnesses? How many witnesses does Allah have? Does it shuhud? When you are engaged, now it comes. When you are engaged, the word. So yeah, here there's no engaged. So it's the same as Surah Rahman. Allah is also in a matter. So when He's the witness, how can He also be engaged? Answering your prayers, whatever you ask of Him. He's made angels, right? That means he's shirk. Angels included. Angels come down, right? When you say Allah, when you stand, that Surah Fusilat ayat, steadfast on, there is Allah alone. The angels descend from the heavens, or the angels descend and say, whatever you wish and whatever you have it. Everything you desire is yours. So angels are engaged in this, right? So Surah Rahman ayat, you see, I think it's coming from the polytheists. It's going towards the polytheists. Oh my God. He stole it. Now that I can see it, you see, I'm not going to be that mad. I am. The madness is that you see something. I have my habits. I have my conditioning. I'm not saying I don't. I've seen it that there's some bad habits like smoking, bad for you. But I can't stop. Some madness in me. It's called, it's a madness. What's that quote? Madness in repeating and, like trying to solve a problem that created it. It's madness. Sorry to put it this way. What it could be is, what are we missing? Something missing. So this causes what is madness? What does it cause? Trying to solve a problem with the same, or repeating it to, what is the quote? I'm bad at this also, really terrible. We can't solve problems using the same kind of. Albert Einstein, it's attributed to. Okay. Right, so let's go to, sorry, no copyright infringement intended, inspirational quotes at Brainy Quote. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. There are three solutions. Oh, no, no. This one I was searching for. And this is inspirational quotes also at Brainy Quote. And this is YouTube. And what is madness? What is Einstein? Madness is it Einstein? What did Albert? Oops. Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Yes, this one especially apt for what I was trying to get to. Madness. It's madness. Albert Einstein has said it. Insanity is doing, Albert Einstein, yes, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Or doing this, and according to a large number of inspirational mugs and posters, the famous quote comes from none other than Albert Einstein. However, there's no evidence at all that Einstein ever said it. Thank you, artsandculture.google.com. But these statements, you see, now there's no evidence. So let's not even go for quotes or statements made by others. Look at what is said then. Is it madness? Is it insanity? What is sanity and what is insanity? Huh? So I also make this mistake of saying this is madness. Once you see illogical, do you not see logical fallacies that I've shown you that Quran ayats have? Yet you are bent on saying no, that Islam is true. Wouldn't that be insanity? What do we call it? What is insanity? Unsoundness of mind or lack of the ability to understand. This means you are lacking, this has made you insane. You are lacking the ability to understand or even to see what we are showing you against Quran ayats. That's what you have been lacking. You are depraved. You have been made deprived. Deprivation. Oh my goodness. So we are dealing with mentally ill disorder. Muslims here. Myself in other way. But you see, I'm not calling you this. I'm calling spade a spade. Try to see. I'm not saying this to taunt you or put you down. But my thing is that if you go to a psychologist, please tell me what is wrong with me. Okay, you have this mental. If they feel that you need to know this, if a psychologist tells you you are this is a mental disorder, this kind of mental disorder you have, are they insulting you? Are they putting you down? Are they taunting you? They've evaluated. This is what is wrong. Now you have to take maybe a psychiatric medication, psychotropic drug. Why do I need to take this? Because you have this. Prognosis, diagnosis, all this. So I have diagnosed it. I'm not putting you down like these Muslims who come here and tell me, tum pagal ho, tum ye ho, tum wo. Please see where I'm coming from. That prevents one from having the mental capacity required by law to enter into a particular, this is in relation to law. Now, required by law to enter into a particular relationship, status, or transaction, or that releases one from criminal or civil responsibility. The soundness of mind or lacking of the ability to understand that prevents one from having the mental capacity. Now, what did God say about Adam? He forgot and he was not determined. He didn't have the determination. So he was lacking in soundness and the ability to prevent himself from what Iblis told him to do. The temptation and the sedition of Iblis. So it's made you so unsound of mind or lacking in the ability to understand, right? That you call us names and all this, and even mentally ill, pagal, mad, insane. Oh, now I understand. We have insanity in Pakistan, in the Muslims, these, right? So like, Madhya talks. So Afaf, I would call her Dr. Afaf. What a speaker. So she was like, this Ayatollah or Alima came and they thought she was female. It turned out to be male. Okay. And it's good that Afaf must have seen. She said, I can't waste my energy on this person. Although they said a little bit afterwards, but I'm not going to talk with them, have a discussion. We cannot. So that's what she meant. But they had to talk on the topic a little bit, like what he has said to them. He was not willing to see their side, right? This is mental illness, and thank God Afaf got the thing of it. And even Madiha and all the Dr. Madiha and all of them agreed that talking to this man, I mean, you're talking to a mentally ill person, that means, right? He doesn't have the capacity to understand because he's been rendered mentally ill by following and believing in this religion and the way it's taken you. There's no consistency in it. So much inconsistency. Somewhere it says think, somewhere it says contemplate. Fakar is what now? What is fikr? And contemplate inside yourselves. Now, through contemplation using the mind, someone would think, would we know that God created the heavens and the earth even? Allah created, oh my goodness, so much. So I could go on and on and on. And this live stream could go on for days. Or some time, some hours here. Because I cannot put it, and putting it succinctly, even then, we're mentally disorder ho gaya, Baba. Seek help. Okay. Like, really, I seriously mean it. I don't mean to. I wouldn't seek help from a psychiatrist, even though I'm mentally ill. Religious scholars are mentally ill. अच्छा ये क्या बोल रहा है? What is he saying? After they have, he's going on another, like blaming them. नहीं हमारा. He's not willing to see this. So lack of understanding, and the mind has gone. Mind is gone, and then the evil mind that has created this, brought this, Quran, unsoundness of mind. Allah says those Lut people, homosexuals, were unsound mind. I can't find that ayat that I had read, the translation maybe in the Ahmadi Quran, of unsound mind they are. Right? Now what can we do? Some of them are rapists, forcing themselves on men. Insanity is unsoundness of mind or lack of the ability to understand that prevents one from having the mental capacity required. Now, Dr. Afaf, Dr. Madiha, Dr. there on the Madiha Talks channel, please see this. Very good that you just, we can't talk. Now, can we waste our time talking to this person, giving attention? You need help. Please tell him you need help. Allama. अल्लामा जी आपको हेल्प चाहिए, आपको थोड़ा अपना माइंड साउंड करें. लैक फिर लैक ऑफ एबिलिटी भी हो गई है टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज इधर आपने रट्टा मारा है और बिलीव किया है ब्लाइंडली. क्या किया है, ब्रेन वॉशिंग हुई है, कितना मैसअप हुआ है आप लॉजिक के साथ, माइंड के साथ. अल्लाह द ट्रूथ अबाउट, इतना इतना मैसअप हुआ है, इतना कि आप इस इसमें आपने इस लॉजिकल fallacies, illogical, oh my god, you've accepted this, you've gone mentally insane accepting this. बाबा अब उनके लिए तो फिर प्रोफेशनल साइकाइट्रिस्ट चाहिए या कोई कोई ऐसा स्पिरिचुअल जैसा परहैप्स श्री श्री रविशंकर जी इंडिया से प्लीज सदगुरु के साथ बैठो. या और फिर यू नो, तो कैसे क्या करें. वाकई में इनके साथ बात करना इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ एनर्जी. कभी वो दावा बीकन, लुक एट द दावा बीकन हु कम्स हियर. मदिया इज स्टूपिड. हम लोगों को स्टूपिड कह रहा है, खुद नहीं जान रहा है कि इसमें मेंटल इलनेस है. अनसाउंड माइंडनेस, अनसाउंड माइंड, सॉरी. सो दिस, अब ऐसों के साथ तो प्रोफेशनल और अटेंशन देना पड़ेगा. और बड़े कितने सेशंस, तो ये हम क्या कर रहे हैं. फिर भी आते हैं कहते हैं यू आर मेंटली इल, यू आर स्टूपिड. ओ आई थॉट यू हैड क्रेडिबिलिटी. और अच्छा, अपॉर्चुनिटी देख के थोड़ा सा क्या मैंने यू नो वो venting, like I hear Christian Prince laughing, and I also laugh because you know this is an good alchemy against anger. You lose your attention on the thing when you're laughing, but then you know, at that time at least you don't get angry, at least we don't get hurt. We laugh it off. Look how terrible this God is, how ludicrously it is written. Excuse me. So it's better to laugh than to get angry and feel, oh, I've been betrayed. No, I can't get up. My heart. How long will I do this? So I've adopted the way of Christian Prince now. Laugh it off. Laugh it off. See, Christian Prince never gives those serious abusive words. He never uses dirty things on Allah, because he says, no, I'm not saying it. It is in your hadith. He will show you the hadith. Look. This, even if he says like, you know, the male organ word or female, this is in your Islam. He will show it to you in a hadith or the Muslim Islamic sources. But he never says such dirty words. But he will say this religion is really dirty, and he will, when he tells you about the hadiths. So, you know, he starts with this, and then they say, oh, how dirty you are. So what is he trying to tell you? If paglon say, you know, so then his way is He's a genius then. Right? Let me, I'm not showing you those hadiths and that things. Oh, so they tell him, non, what nonsense are you saying, you dirty, vile man? He said, he laughs, dirty, vile man. What is this? See, your prophet said it. Huh? What did Abu Bakr say here? Huh? He has, how did, look what Abu Bakr has given abuse, and Prophet has agreed. Yes, call them. Say, you mother, this, that, right? You or your mother is like, what was that hadith? That the Sahaba, how bad was that abuse, that bad word he used or phrase? Your mother should, or something like this, right? Bad word. See, I'm terrible at this, finding hadiths. I'm more on the Quran. I don't even want to go to those. You're saying bad things about the person in his absence must be either backbiting or lying. No, this particular hadith that either Umar or Abu Bakr or what. See, on one hand you have these great Christian prince will immediately open that hadith and show you. Where even Prophet Muhammad didn't object to that. Hmm? Abu Huraira reported that a person came to Allah's Messenger and said, who among the people is most deserving of the fine treatment of from my hand? He said, your mother. He again said, where's that? What has one Sahaba called? Companion of Prophet Muhammad. See, now it will take me a long time. I hope I can't search for this. So my stream will get boring and all this, right? Now, very simple, very simple. No, but very simple. But no, we are stupid. You will call us names. You will curse us. Inside your heart, you're cursing. I respectfully say, one was coming here, and I banned him. So 10 I 61. Oh, Prophet, whatever. Okay. So this what else is there? It brings the living out of dead, brings this reincarnation maybe. Is not Allah sufficient for his servants? And yet they threaten Surat Tahrim ayat 4, Allah is sufficient. Hisab, or do those who commit evils think we will make them like those? Already did this last night in the previous live stream. Or do those who do evil deeds think they can outrun us? Evil is what they judge. Escape us. Well, well. Surah 39 and 35, so that Allah may cover the worst of deeds and reward them according whose deeds, worst of deeds, evil deeds is Allah going to cover, or Allah is covering? Believers. Surah 39 and 35. And please see this, it shouldn't be Allah's will. Allah should have used something like he uses in the Bible. Human will is there and it shouldn't be Allah's will. Allah does not will you to go astray. And if he willed you to go astray, even when you willed to go astray, so he has combined his will with your will, it's corruption of his will. He lets go astray who wills to go astray. Allah has given, Allah should say, like in Christian, in what do Christians then say? This is not God's will. God's will is good. God is good and God's will is good. God's everything is good. God's intentions are good. God's will is good. You should say, He lets go astray who wills to go astray, who uses his free will to go astray, who intends to go astray. Not he, this person is insulting Allah's will. And you would say we are doing blasphemy against Allah, against the Quran, against Prophet Muhammad. Look at the hidden. I have believed in this. I have read this when I was a Shia Muslim. Believed in it. And I have insulted that true God. He had something this person was crazy, or wickedly, intentionally. Something made him so like a beast. What could have? Let's again go to this. Some people say that they have been inspired by Allah, but no inspiration has come on them. Although they give these whatever ayats they say are from Allah, maybe. So there's another Quran ayat, but I've just put ayats. No, like some people think they are inspired by Allah, but they're not. They're lying. Then there's another ayat in Surah Baqarah that I keep showing you. Right? He's on Allah. He calls on Allah. So, and of the people is the one who pleases you with his speech, qawl, in this life, in the life of the world. So some good things he has given you, good surahs also, like Surah Dhaha. Of course he's going to give you some good things. The world, and he calls to witness Allah on what is in his heart. And he is the most quarrelsome of the opponents. I found Prophet Muhammad. And is Allah the most quarrelsome against polytheists? Abraham also we find. Moses also we find against Samiri. And of the people is he, huh? Then then same surah 205. And when he goes away, he strives throughout the land to cause corruption therein, saying that he's doing harb, he's doing for Allah's sake. In another ayat, he strives, and he won't take captives until he's strived hard on land. Afterwards, he'll take captives. Such a good person he is. Something is wrong with this person, right? Allah is telling you. But you don't think, you don't believe. Of course not. Furthest away, nowhere in your mind that it is Prophet Muhammad he's talking about. And what it is said to him, fear Allah. And when it is said to him, fear Allah, pride in the sin takes hold of him, sufficient for him is hellfire. And how wretched is the resting place. So what has made him like this? And of the people is he who sells himself. You see, he calls Allah to what is in his heart, to witness what is in his heart. He believes in Allah alone. And of the people is he who sells himself seeking means to the approval of Allah. A person who's selling himself seeking means to the approval of Allah. Surah Tahrim might go, why is he seeking the approval of his wives and prohibiting himself what Allah has made lawful for him? There are many hints. We go back to Surah Tahrim. So after this Hajj, and what is it? It's No, no. This is about, and remember Allah during numbered days, then whoever hastens in 2 days, there's no sin upon him. And whoever delays, there's no sin upon him. What's this? Oh, oh my God, we're dealing with mental unsound people who can't see this. Let's start first by saying, at least like I have to say, that this smoking is bad. Even though I'm doing it, I'm accepting that it is bad and I'm addicted to it. But how crazy, how insane of unsound mind have the Muslims gone? They could come and kill me. Oh my God. And say she's insane, killer. They won't even think that, okay, you know, we shouldn't kill her because she's insane. They come here saying you're insane, you're pagal. Insane, mentally ill. Killer. Even Allah doesn't, he, he has exempted the insane, the ones who are from war, even who, the ones who have can't go for war, they're disabled, challenged physically, who don't have money, right? Or what? There's an ayat on that. Okay, now, how do I, so when do you get the strength? When will you get the strength, the mental capacity to understand this? Maybe read some books like your Sayyid Muzammal, critical um, thinking. Has recommended. The book that Sayyid Muzammal has recommended, which book is that? Which author? On critical thinking, very good. And he's explained it so easily, so that maybe when you practice with your mind so that it has the ability, it starts to comprehend things. Let's go to Sayyid Muzammal. Oh, sorry, this Sayyid Muzammal. Just critical. Here it is. What is critical thinking? How to think critically? Sayyid Muzammal, official. Please develop again. You have to, I know you have to work from insanity, unsound mind, and all this, lacking in mental capacity. I understand. But there's now a lot of help. Please, Sayyid Muzammal official. There's a lot of help. Pakistanis, for the Pakistanis. He's a gem of a person, and he's a diamond, he's a gold mine. He's a gold mine. For you, don't lose this. You know, the Arabs used to say they saved Bhutto from, why? Because he was such a mind. They even, I think, appealed to General Zia. We'll take him, send him to us, Shaheed Bhutto. Don't hang him. Now what have you done with him? You see, ungrateful people, you have now, when people, what does Paulo Coelho say? Like we have the blessing we have changed into a curse, right? I wish I could tell Dr. Afaf, and who else is there? Arish Chaudhary, Nadia, Madiha talks. These are mentally ill people. What shall we do with them? बस उनको नहीं समझा, उनको दिखा नहीं सकते, उनको हम इनको अल्लामास व अल्लामास को हम दिखा नहीं सकते हैं, ये पागल हैं। ओह माय गॉड। तो फिर हम इनको छोड़ दें और इनका पागलपन चले चले और हमें पाकिस्तान को पूरा बर्बाद कर दे? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते। इनको हम अवॉइड करें, इनको आंसर नहीं करें, इनको हेल्प चाहिए बाबा, कोई मदर टेरेसा, कोई इनको थोड़ा सा ज़बरदस्ती या कुछ ऐसा इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा, इनको अवॉइड नहीं करें। ये लोग पता नहीं बच्चों को किधर क्या, और वो, और I, he's, which one was from abroad? He's living abroad, not in Pakistan. So you know, I was living abroad, and I thought the grass. I told myself, you're missing your home and Allah, Karachi, my residence city, and your people. Allah, my Mambar, so warm, my people. Here, church, cold. I'm out of here. And it's not also Catholic, Allah. My Islam has come. I use her for that funny thing on Facebook. Classes I give. Not feeling warm. Already London is cold in the winter. Very cold. Not, oh, baby Maria, although I miss my, that church, the Catholic church, I miss. Mental capacity required by law or by religion. This religion, mental capacity is required, right? Otherwise, God put abomination on you. God put abomination on those who don't use their akal. Who don't use reason. Not theirs. Quran ayat. So we were proud of this. There are Qurans is used. Surah Yunus, ayat 100. It is not for any soul to believe except by Allah's leave, and He will bring His wrath, actually it's abomination, upon those who are unmindful. And some say not use the reason. So Quran.com is needed for this. Surah Yunus, ayat 100. I keep forgetting it. Keep referring to but not showing it times. Surah Yunus, ayat 100. Now you see, don't tell me. Now I hope I've made it easy for you, right? See that Allah's will is corrupted, Baba. So don't tell me now, looking at this ayat, that look, oh, Allah wants us to. And the world, secular system, atheists, all this use akal. Say, use your mind. We have this. We have this in our religion, in the Quran. How great. We have everything in the Quran. And not is for a soul, nafsi, to believe except by the permission of Allah, and He will place the writs. Writs is abomination. It comes from najas, right? Writs. Najas comes from it, or like that. Paltis are najas. Abomination. Ahlul Bayt are away from abomination. They cannot come near us. Shias, these Shias, how could, no, Bibi Fatima, this Zahra cannot come in anyone's dream. She's too pure. Even too pure to come in your dream. We cannot believe it. And the writs on those who do not, like alcohol has writs, those who do not use reason. And writs is kept away from you. Oh, Ahlul Bayt, and purify you. Allah wishes to purify you. Allah wishes or intends. Some translators are Allah wishes to purify. What Allah wish? Allah not have wish? And I'm telling God, oh Allah, if you wish or will, shall I use will? Show me a sign. You wish that I be with my principal or this. Waiting for a star to fall. Saw a star fall. Oh, Bibi Fatma, a star fell and star came and Bibi Fatma Zara or Ali o Ali ki jo Tirachi. Proposal. God has brought a sign that Fatima, daughter of Prophet Muhammad, should get married to Ali, son of Fatima, Abu Talib. Is not for us, and he will place defilement upon those who do not use. يعقلون. This is a now you see I brought you, this is an insult to not, this is like insult to aqal, even aqal. This is not true Allah. I showed you step by step. Now going to other ayats like this on my, now where shall I go? And how much shall we still? See, here you cannot say Allah's maslahah. Oh, how great. Allah has corrupted his soul many a times in the Quranites. I willed it because the human beings willed to go astray. It doesn't say it like this, but then we gather the ayats and we say we come to a conclusion that putting it like this in Surah 16, ayat 93 means that they willed it. They willed it. Nothing is wrong with our Allah. It's because His power has to be there. His will. Without the will of Allah, what can you do? Without your willpower, what can you do? Nothing. Nothing. So this power belongs to Allah. This will. But He lets go astray whom He wills. Oh, we are better than Christianity. Indeed, our Islam is better than Christianity. Oh, goodness. And it goes on and on and on and on. And I have to bang my head on the wall? For you? No. So, doing it like this, banging. Shall I bang my head on the screen? What shall I do? Oh, so there are some lost cases in Islam who will not. It's insanity. Oh, forget it. No, don't give up, Zahra. What? Huh? Then I'm mad. Now. Trying to put, trying to put in a sanity in trying to show the ones who are so far gone and the devil's works. And if had willed Allah, surely worst of deeds will be forgiven. So if you kill me, you rape me, kill me, whatever, on YouTube, I think I've heard, haven't read recently, that it's not allowed to say this. If you unlive in me, if you harm me, Allah, I did it for you. I hated for you, I loved for you, I killed for you. Oh, I mean, there's a Quran ayat, right? You believers did not kill. Allah killed. So if this should be banned on YouTube using this kill word like this, the Quran should be banned. Definitely. And if Allah had willed, surely He could have made you a nation one. But He lets go astray whom He wills and guides whom He wills. What about Allah's will? Never, never with your will, right? So when you submit to Allah, what have you submitted? Hmm? Like Surah Namal ayat, in Surah Namal, right? So if Allah, so when you submit your will to Allah, you, so Allah's will is that you submit. But when you go wrong, when you go astray with your will, Allah also will that you go astray. Okay. So how shall I explain to you, show you? That this will of Allah should not be there. You submit to Allah. No, let's come the other way. Let's look at this ayat. And so here also he's been quite definitely, absolutely unjust. Do you see this? By not applying his will, if it had been our will, we could have certainly given every soul its guidance. So he should have said, if it had been our will. So he stops his will here for the words he's given to Iblis. And we see in Surah Sad, taking this ayat, this part of the ayat, then he wills and guides, and he lets go astray whom he wills, right? Shah, here, Yasha'u, Yasha, whom he wills. Yasha, whom he wills, not intends. Man, you and him, the ones who go astray, what should he have written here? But he lets go astray whom he wills. Somewhere he's not used his will, his own will. Otherwise, every soul would have been guided. Every soul would have received guidance. So now, can you say that it is okay for him to say, those who will to go astray, I will them to go astray? Thus corrupting his will here, his own will here. Thus his will is absent, it's not in to provide guidance, to give every soul its guidance. So the soul remains unguided because of the word given, and the will remains unoperative, right here. So should he have said this here? He lets go astray whom he wills. Because you will say that because they willed, it's like without willpower, that's the willpower he's given. His will he's given to all. But he didn't give his will. He didn't use his will here for his words. You get it? Slowly, hope you get it. That if you say that the will is Allah's alone, and the will you use, it's neutral. How you use your will is your choice, right? So if you choose to use your will, if you come like this, Muslims, if you choose to use will given to you by Allah, and that's Allah's will, in a bad way, to go astray, then Allah will, that's because you've used Allah's will in the wrong way. Right? You've used Allah's will in the wrong way. Because it's not your will. I mean, it's the will He's given, it's His will. So if Muslims come like this, telling me that this without the will, this is you can't move. Everything here which has is Allah's creation, and Allah's. This is Allah's will. So Christianity is wrong, and Quran is right. It's correcting Christianity on this, right? Let's see what else. How else will you come? Let's go astray whom He wills. Have I missed anything? And if I missed anything, I'll come again on this to complete another way. Look, the Muslims will say that He wills. So you are using His will to go astray. Like Shaitan used the name of Allah. Izzati, the Isme Shuma just. This Arabic word. Okay, the name is by your Izzati. So you will say that all this is used by even the attributes of Allah, Shaitan can use to mislead you. This attribute, Izzati, by your might. And you know what this might is of Allah. Allah says in Surah Yasin, by the Quran full of wisdom, indeed you are a messenger on the right path. This is a revelation of the mighty, the merciful. The mighty is who? Allah. Aziz. And Shaitan says, by your izzati, this, taking the izzat by your might, this ism of Allah, this name of Allah. So you're saying that everything, so even the bad comes, even zulm is an ism of Allah? By the might of Allah. So all that evil is here is due to Shaitan, right? Shaitan, and using what? Using the ism of Allah. Izzati, in operation. In function. Oh my God. So to you it doesn't seem wrong for the will of Allah is the will. There is for human beings to go astray is the will of Allah, whom He wills. So what has He done here? What has He done with His attribute? Even in this, see this way also that He has combined, at least your will is Allah's will is your, the will is Allah's, right? If you say that way, it is a logical fallacy. Do you see it? So, how messed up He has messed up your heads, logic, this, that, and you have believed in this. Deeply messed up, deeply. Right? If Allah wills to harm you, no, Allah can will to harm you. What stops Him? That's why He's put mercy on Himself. Or qaharo, if Allah wills. You see? Let's go to those ayats. If Allah wills, even Prophet Muhammad says, right? If Allah wills to harm me, who can remove it? Like if you want to hurt me with your other than Allah, whatever they are, whoever they are, if Allah wills to harm me, who can remove the harm? Right? So He is most capable of harming you. He's able to do all things. And if Allah touches you with harm, no one can undo it except Him. And if He intends good for you, no one can withhold His bounty. Now you will say, what will you say here? The human beings that want to harm you. So Allah said that if Allah can, what is with Allah now? What's the difference between a zalim who wants to harm you and Allah who wants to touch you with harm? A zalim who wants to harm you is doing it by Allah's will, right? Allah's will is in it. Oh, sorry, Sylvia, I'm getting excited. If Allah touches you with harm, if Allah should afflict you with harm, then there is none to remove it. Here, Surah Zumar ayat, where now they've started from 32. So who is more unjust than one who lies about Allah? Here now Prophet is saying, but he who brought the truth, oh God, and they shall have what they wish for in the presence of their Lord. Remove the worst of their deeds, the evil of what they're doing, turn it off, cover it. And it's not Allah sufficient for His servant? And yet they threaten you with those other than Him. And whoever Allah leaves astray, for him there is no guide. Here it's not will, right? It's just you did. And Allah let's go astray. Here there's no will of Allah. And whoever guides a misleader. And if you ask them who created the heavens, Allah intended. What? Oh, here it is. Say then, have you considered what you invoke, call upon, do dua to, besides Allah? If Allah intended me harm, now it's the intention. Now, meaning intent, now it's intention, right? If Allah's intention. If Allah intended me harm, are they removers of His harm? Or if He intended me mercy, are they withholders of His mercy? What does Allah put on this rahmat or rahim? If He intended me harm, are they removers? And if He of the harm, or if Allah intended for me mercy, rahmatan. So Allah can harm. Even your Prophet says this. Is told to say this here. It's the Prophet, right? So tell them, Allah tells the Prophet, what do you think then? Think of the deities, think, or now it's, and if besides Allah intended for me, think, what then do you see what you invoke besides Allah? If Allah intended, are there removers, where are we? Then have you considered what you invoke besides Allah? Where was I? I forgot it. Say, then have you considered? Oh, here. Surely they will say, Allah. Then do you see what you invoke? Is this see? There's no basir. It's another way of looking. Then what you invoke besides Allah. If Allah intended me harm, are they removers? Can they remove it? Oh, Allah has put it really. Meaning? Oh, you know, this no one can understand, only the pure can touch this. How Allah is written? Allah is written in the best way. No, Allah has not written it. Allah has, through Jibreel, recited it. First He recites it. Okay, it's a recital. How Allah sent it down to him. How Allah has sent it down to the Prophet. Say, then, have you considered what you invoke besides Allah? If Allah intended me harm, who can remove it? Now, it's just generally, who can remove it? If Allah intended me harm, Allah just harm. His intention now is in this. If Allah intended, can anyone remove it? He's topmost. So how do you invoke them? Hmm? But we're on this intention of Allah, that He can harm, right? Even His Rasul, even His messenger, are they removers of His harm? No. Or if He intended me mercy, are they withholders? So say, sufficient for me is Allah. Now see how sufficient was Allah to him in Surah Tahrim Ayat 4. And another, which ayat was I going to? When Allah removes, remember this ayat I've done long time if you were following me. When Allah removes, I don't think you would. If Allah removes His mercy completely, they complain and all this. What is that ayat? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, dealing with men, Muslims insane. My mind is going there. Surah Zumar, say, O Prophet, that Allah says, O my servants who have exceeded the limits against their souls, do not lose hope in Allah's mercy. This also, you have exceeded, done so many sins, don't lose hope in Allah's mercy. It will come one day. And while the others are, even the disbelievers may be suffering due to your exceeding the limits against your souls. Do you mean that by exceeding the limits against your own nafs, you are not causing trouble to others, disturbing others? You're only sitting at home grounded. I'm grounded and I can't go out. I can't talk to anyone. My soul is exceeding its limits, transgressing. We've compiled when if gave mercy and removed what was upon him of affliction, they would persist in their transgression. Wow. This, I think this is the one. And even if we gave them mercy and then removed it, and removed what was upon them of affliction. No. It's sorry, this is not the one. It is not for, no, it is it literally says that I removed my mercy from him, and then he goes complaining. And then he does wretched things, low things. Then he complains or what? Where's that? Allah removed the mercy. It is out of Allah's mercy that you, O Prophet, have been lenient with them. Had you been cruel or hard-hearted, they would have certainly abandoned you. How cruel has he been? Right? He's soft. Only to the believers. And then Allah has forgiven him. How hard was he? No, he's saying that you should strive against yourselves and all this. And Allah has told you. And now Allah has forgiven him. Allah has forgiven. He's lenient? No, no. He uses Allah to tell you strive against your souls, and there's not leniency. Allah has turned Taba to you, turned to you in mercy. They say to you, to the Prophet, Messenger. What is it? How? Oh, he's really very lenient, not cruel. No, no, no. He talks to you very nicely and says, "Come, come to me, become believers." Now he's taken the sword. Come, when he got many, very lenient in Surah Tawbah ayat. You have not listened to me. No, very lenient. No, with the believers maybe. Oh, with the believers. But with the disbelievers, be hard and harsh or whatever it is. Allah has turned to the messenger and Ansar, no, Muhajir, and forgiven them. Okay, we're going on another tangent now. As for those gained, Allah has turned over His messenger from them. You did not even spur. Where's that? I can't find the ayat. If he were to die, so he was hard, right? He said, for war, we have to go. Wait a minute. So even for the Baduans, like Surah Fatah, Al Imran verse 159. Surah Al Imran, it is out of Allah's mercy that you, O Prophet, have been lenient with them. Had you been cruel or hard-hearted, they would have certainly abandoned you. I think the Yathrib people realized how cruel and he was, and they had to. First, they thought, okay, he's lenient. This ayat he showed them. Must have showed them. So because of the mercy from Allah, you actually are the mercy from Allah sent down, right? Surah Anbiya ayat or Rasulullah. So because of mercy from Allah, you dealt gently with them. Gently. And if you had been rude and harsh at the heart, surely they would have dispersed from around you. Then pardon them from and ask forgiveness for them and consult them in the matter. Then when you have decided, now Shia's turn, that he has to decide, not them. Okay, consult them, but you decide. Believers, when he has to decide finally. So it's not like what the Sunnis say that Salma told Prophet Muhammad something, he consulted her and he said, yes, yes, I will use this. You do this? No, 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 no. The decision lies on Prophet Muhammad, not on these people. They can consult, but what is consulting? Consult with them. He can consult with you, but futile is the consultation because the decision, conclusion, the final decision lies on him. You have decided, then put your trust on Allah, and indeed Allah loves those who put their trust in Him. Futile is that. No, Salma, yes, the hadith is there, or the, but Salma may have said, Prophet, let's do this. Okay, yes, Salma, let's do this. Come, my sahabis and all this. Come, my wives, I consult you all about this matter. What a great prophet he is. Oh, Umar, yes, you said these wives of yours should be in, okay, Allah Ta'ala sent the ayat. should be in chadar, covered. Sit in your homes. Yes, yes. No, no. Shia say the final decision is his. What futile? None of your, what you decide. Let's say you consult him. He's consulting you. Consult them. He's consulting you, Prophet Muhammad. And you have decided. You, in a group like, let's say, Miss Salma's idea or suggestion, very good, we're going to take that and we're going to act upon it. No, 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 it's not like that, Sunnis. According to Shia belief. So much to really. So let's go. Now I've had enough. I'm tired. So, already. So because of the mercy from Allah, you dealt gently. I can show you Surah Fatayat. Please ask forgiveness for us. No, no. Baduans, you are terrible. You will not fight, you will not obey Prophet Muhammad. What will happen to them? Surah Fatayat, you know very well, I've been showing you. Oh, so many contradictions. But how shall we deal with the madness that this has given you, the unsound mind? Let's put it this way, the unsound mind, the incapacity to understand and see this. I find in Muslims lack of determination, like Adam, to see. And not a sound mind then. So we let these Muslims go, and they could go so insane. I mean, out, lose it against ex-Muslims, take the law in their hands, even the Sharia law, and harm them. Do you want this kind of harm to spread, this kind of madness, unsound mind, and not determined to understand mentally? What a terrible thing this Quran is. It is not to Allah. His will corrupted. First he says no shirk, now he's got. We're using his will, and then he says he lets go astray whom he wills. Here he's kept his will to himself. Doesn't function because, and does so, souls are deprived of guidance. Then he says, look within yourself. What is this? But my words have come to either this shaitan and his shaitan. There's no, maybe the environment, atmosphere, when they say we do sin, it affects, hidden also, it affects the atmosphere. Sin affects the atmosphere. So, hidden indecencies and all this, it affects your child, it will affect your offspring. Right? Someone will have to come and, or you. So now, Shias. Sins affect the environment so that Allah may remit their worst deeds. Cover up. You know how far it can go. Adultery destroys families. It can affect the atmosphere. Nijis. Shia, believe. Don't do this, masturbate or anything. It will affect the environment. It will ruin our houses. Don't do adultery. Bad luck will come. You will be cursed by Allah. It will affect you, your business. Money will not come. Risk will not come. Angels will not come in the house if you keep a music organ. We were told. Here. so that Allah may remove worse deeds and reward them according to the best of their deeds. So punish severely. You see this? And then here, and then where were we? Baba, see that Allah's will, if you say. So why didn't you use His will here? If you say this will is Allah's and we use it to submit ourselves to Him or do bad and not become disbelievers, remain disbelievers and do evil things and go astray. That's His will we are using. Right? Anywhere He said that they will to go astray? Yes. They will. Let's look at it this way also. They will to go astray. Now that would be a contradiction, wouldn't it? Then he should remain consistent. It's my will they use to go astray. And do not, like Shaitan used the ism of Izzati of Allah to lead people astray, right? Mislead them. And do not follow your desire or they will lead you astray from Allah's will. Allah's way, sorry. Let's go. And if had willed, let's see if where's human will? They will to go astray. And do not follow your desires. Let me see this desire. And they went astray, so Allah willed them to go astray. O Dawood, indeed we have made you a vicegerent in the earth, so judge between in truth and do not follow the hawa desires. This is their desire. You mean to say Allah's will, human beings? No. He, man will. Oh. Let me see. I can't find it. He will to go astray. Man's desire. Oh, it's man's desire, not man's will. Right? It's Allah's will. So when they used Allah's will to go astray. They used Allah's will. To go astray. Quran. Had God so willed, He would have surely made you all one single community, but He lets go astray whom that wills. What is? But He lets go astray him that wills. Now here we have a different translation of this ayat. Some say that the person willed to go astray Him that wills to go astray and guides right. Him that wills to be guided, right? Hmm. So this is not Allah who wills. If Allah willed, if willed Allah, surely He would have made you a nation one. I'm on the same ayat, right? But a different translation. You see, here it means Allah wills. Some say, no, if the man wills, He send it, and whom He will, yeah, He will, indeed will. If Allah so willed, He would have made you leaves astray whom He will pleases, and guides whom He. That's not the pleasure of God. He wills and guides. What is this? The translation here is. Isn't this translation like the person who wills to go astray? Guides aright him that wills. Muhammad Asad, Shia, or who? Allah lets go. He, Allah, meaning lets go astray the man, him that wills. Now we have a different translation here. Same ayat in English, different. Oh, so if it's written like this, then there's some. What is this? I'm getting. Let me just. I'm getting cognitive dissonance here. I don't. I'm not sure about this. There are different translations meaning differently. Do you want to guide him whom Allah has made? Indeed, whoever associates others with Allah has clearly gone far astray. Cursed by Allah, who said, I will surely take hold of a certain number of your. So it's only God's will, right? It's not people's will. God has corrupted His will. Indeed, we have revealed to you in some ways. So He's corrupted His will in some ways. And we have revealed to you the book which Allah has shown you, and do not deceitful. So be not as an advocate by those who betray their trust. Allah shouldn't be. Ramadan, fasting, and do not argue on behalf of those who deceive themselves. Oh, it's Allah's will only. It's not humans. Human have a free will or not? No. This will is Allah's. So His one ism is used by, that's corrupted, used by shaitan, iblis. Izzati, by your izzati I will lead astray, by your might. Except by your izzati. Had God willed, we would have made you one congregation. Don't say Allah will. Inshallah. Inshallah. The one who thinks he wills, he thinks he wills. But it is Allah who wills. And He uses His desire to do this. And Shaitan uses, Iblis, now Shaitan uses Izzati of Allah, the name of Allah. Exalt the name of Allah. You surely cannot guide whomever you like, whoever He wills. So there's no will of, there's no will of human beings. It's only Allah's will and how they use it. Do not think, O Prophet, that I can't find an ayat that says He willed to go astray. Like this man willed this zulm. He grants wisdom to whom He wills. Yeah, I can't find an ayat. Allah only brings it to you if He wills. I can't find. I'll be contemplating on this and I'll take a break. Let's see if I could find an ayat which says man willed. That's why man willed to go astray. He willed to do bad things. He willed to do bad. Quran. Oh God. As for those who repent, believe that they are the ones those evil deeds Allah will change, and those who repent, believe, and do good deeds. Whoever commits an evil, oh, this is bad deed will be punished. No, it doesn't. No, no. I can't find it. So there's no free will. There's no will of human being. It's the will of Allah. Will be. What's the? And this is a question. And it's not Quran ayat. If you fear God, He will give you guidance, right? Then He will give you guidance, but He has not given you guidance in your souls. Then why does He? So, oh goodness. Um, so, you see, Muslims, what you have started, what you have lacked. That's why we're dealing with people insane. Sorry, I'm not, but I'm stressing on this not to taunt you. I have to realize what kind of Muslims I'm dealing with here. Of unsound mind or lacking the ability to understand that prevents one from using the mental capacity required for this Quran ayats. To see contradictions that I'm showing, everything is going pani mein. So how do I come to these Muslims who are like this, of unsound mind or lacking the ability to understand? Now, if you lack the ability to understand or unable to use logic, critical thing, or you're lacking it, how am I supposed to give you this ability? You will come here and hit me with all sorts of like attacks, personal, this, that. Oh my God, dealing with a man insane, says BG sings. Because you're dealing with the man insane. Try and say goodbye. Try and wish you were here. This is the wish you were here. Drying these tears I cried. There were good times. One time. We're dealing with these poor Muslims are insane. You're living, and they don't have the ability. They're lacking. Madhya talk, Dr. Afaf, Dr. Madhya doctors, uh, Nadia, oh, the one, sorry. You see, that man came, Alama, and I was like, oh my God. And they were also like, oh my God, I don't want to, can't answer you, sorry. Very good, wise, sensible. But you know what they can do to others? We will not lose our energy, but please, we have to do something. Look at the implications of this. And I wish you, because you're dealing with a man insane. The cost, our lives, our energies, how hopelessly I'm lost. Yeah. I tried to throw our love away, but I can't let go. Allah is disarmed. Maybe. Bee Gees were her favorite. And Bee Gees started to sing the. Did Miss Dissa write the song? No, no. There were good times. Songwriters. No, no. Sorry, excuse me. Maurice, Ernest Gibb, Robin Hugh Gibb, Barry Allen Gibb. बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक. Maybe the Jagjit Singh found this. I think Miss Dissa wrote it. Ghazal. बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक जाएगी. She knew Urdu. They were good times. I wish you were here. Yes, I wish you were here. But what wishes? So I came to the present. No more wishing, no more being wishful or praying to God or anything, asking God, oh Almighty, you can bring her. But she has a will. She has a will. Oh, so Hazrat Khizr, the boy he would become a disbeliever. He would become, that's by the will of God, right? So anything that, even the zulm that's happening to believers, they will say it is the will of God, right? By the will of God. Zulm is happening to us. He would become a disbeliever. Oh my goodness. Now I figured it out. But I can't figure Prophet Muhammad out and his Allah. But I figured this one out. So it's not the will of. So the will is only of Allah, not human will. There's no human will. Oh, it's how we use it. He would become a disbeliever, Khizr, and Moses. Let's search it like this: Surah Kaf, Surah Kaf, Surah Kaf. Right. So, oh, do the disbelievers think they can simply take my servants as lords instead of me? No, it's so Khizr warned Musa that he would not be able to bear with him. Prophet Musa could not resist questioning Khizr, such as Surah Ayat 71 to 74, and he made a hole in the boat. So Surah Qaf Ayat maybe 76. Or 75. He answered, did I not tell you that you would not have patience with me? 76. Moses replied, 78 maybe. He replied, this is the parting. As for the ship belonged to, there we go. So then, and for the ship poor working at sea, so intended to cause. I have 2 gardens, and Allah says, you do not say inshallah, that Allah will. Oh no, let's find here. And the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. He would, let me see since I'm here. Sorry, just bear with me, thank you, if you can. Really appreciate it. So I intended. And we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. So we intended that would change for them the Lord. So it's not, he would overburden them by choosing to use Allah's will in this way. Right? So So we, so this is, oh, many Muslims will get up and say, Subhanallah, Inshallah. That's why we have to say Inshallah. Because actually, anything we're doing, any doings of ours, is Allah's will. We're choosing how to use Allah's will. We don't have free will. No, no. Where do we have free will? From which Quran ayat came free will? All Muslims believe, let's search it out like this, free will in Islam. No, no, not free. Does man have free will and choice? Let's go to, I'm in a hurry, so I'm not going down to see all the search. I've been confused about the issue of something. Yeah. Understand Allah has granted us and jinn free will. It's, O Lord, male or female, doomed or blessed. When Allah decrees that it is to be created, lifespan, I think, guides whom He wills, guiding us. Does praise be to Allah? Does man have free will? The accountability of the freedom to choose whether he is. You have, through this ability and free will, you may believe or this. Where's the Quran ayat? Surah Qaf ayat 29. And say the truth is from your Lord, so whoever wills, let him believe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man has will. Whoever wills, let him believe. It's this Shia. And indeed we created man, and we guided him. Ungrateful. Choice is this. Where does an atom? Okay, here. Surah Qaf, this is it. Then it means it is another contradiction has come up. It's not that Allah, it's only Allah's will, and we choose that will. It's not like that. We just have a choice, no will. It's not like that. So now it's terrible. It's even worse. In this way. And say the truth is from your Lord, and so whoever wills shall, let him believe. And whoever wills, let him disbelieve. Allah doesn't say whoever has the choice, use my will to believe or to disbelieve. So the doing comes, there's a contradiction. Deep, messed up, deeply messed up, and lots of contradictions. Another contradiction may come up, working like this. So if you tell me where are the contradictions in the Quran, so many ayats you found, well, I won't remember this in another live stream that you come, Muslims come and ask me like that. Sorry, I'm not like that, right? My condition and due to all. I'm not a genius also. I have to work out, it takes time, and then I forget, and my memory is terrible. Although I've said God bless my memory, but I didn't get a good blessing. So whatever I have now, like this I'm doing with broken ways in searching online, it could get unbearably boring. So, okay. I need to take a break. Sorry, I feel like I'm gone. I need to have some tea also. So thank you for being here with me. I'm sorry these live streams have to be so long. You see this problem with me and the way I have to explain, and then I stumble upon this site and search and all this. But I hope it's worth the while. For me it is. Surah 2 ayat 45. No, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time. We really care. And I hope those who are retired Muslims will also join me, because it's very difficult, you see. If you're working, I understand fully. If you're working and you can't give these many hours every day to this Muslims, I understand. So, but somewhere in your free time, please watch this. And make sure that the next day is not work. Make sure you have time to, it's very depressing, very terrible, very painful. I can't even get up. Although I have other problems, the reason why I can't get up, but also this adds to this, not being incapacitated, right? This also adds to it. Now this, for 2 days, I hope tomorrow I don't come, so I can do other things. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, and hope you get the strength, the ability to look at this, right? And not remain sick and insanely holding on to this, in this Islam. So please, hoping I'm every day here and I help you. I don't know. I shouldn't be hoping. It's now or never. Take it like this. Now or never. Thank you so much.